Good morning, guys. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about the craft and structure of a story. So we're talking about, well, basically what a story is, what type of story it is, and maybe even the events that are happening in the story itself. So without further ado, let's get started.
Sequence is the order in which things happen.
Duran raked the leaves. Then he took out the trash. Finally, he did his homework.
Okay, so talking about the order of events here. So first he raked the leaves, then he took out the trash, then finally he did his homework. That first, telling us what happened in the beginning, then happens what happened after that, and finally, those tip-off words will give us hints into, okay, this is the order of the sequence of events.
Did you hear the clue words then and finally? That's one way to help you figure out the sequence. Here are some other clue words: before, first, next, following, and after. If events are happening at the same time, you might read clue words such as meanwhile, while, or during. Verb tense will also help you find the correct order. She sees the butterfly. You know
that it's happening currently because sees is a current present tense verb.
it's happening now. She saw the butterfly.
Same thing. Saw is now talking about, okay, it's already happened. It's a past tense verb.
You know it happened in the past. Do you think you're ready to find the sequence? These paragraphs about Charles Lindbergh's journey across the Atlantic Ocean should put you to the test.
During the night, Lindbergh began to fall asleep at the wheel. While Lindbergh leaned his face against the cold window to try to stay awake, he thought of his friends and family waiting for him back home.
What two events happened at the same time?
The clue word while tells me he put his face on the cold window at the same time he thought of his family.
Let's see the second paragraph.
The next morning, he saw mountains in the distance. Land was near. He flew over Ireland and England before finally landing in France.
So again, looking for those tip-off words telling us, okay, well, what order did this happen in?
When did he see the mountains?
The next morning. And the clue word finally tells us that Lindbergh's journey ended in France.
Way to go! When it comes to sequencing, you're number one.
All right, guys, so again, remember we're talking about...
Your session has ended. Here are your results.
And knowing what does that look like, what does that mean with relation to everything else that we're talking about in the story. All right, guys, I will see you soon, but for now, see you later.